tubes ready! Fire 1! Fire 2!
November 28, 1944. Off the coast of Japan, midnight. The Pacific is a black mirror. Clouds choke the moon. Beneath the waves, USS Archerfish prowls silent, hunting, listening. Her diesel engines hum softly. Her periscope breaches the surface. It was a ghost beneath the sea, a hunter in enemy waters. For days, USS Archerfish had stalked shadows, but what they found on the 28th of November Monmouth was no ordinary prey. Commander Joseph Enright leans over the plotting table, scanning sonar readings.
Surface contact, bearing 340. Large. Speed, slow. Could be a decoy or a prize.
Above, a massive silhouette cuts through the darkness. The Shinano, Japan's secret supercarrier, moving under heavy escort. She is the largest carrier ever built, untested, unready, and exposed. Unknown to the Americans, they had stumbled upon Japan's crown jewel. Shinano, world's largest aircraft carrier, a floating fortress of steel. Conceived in secrecy, built to shift the Pacific War's balance. But fate and torpedoes would decide whether she rose as savior or sank as legend unfinished. But fate had other plans. Inside USS Archerfish submarine, the air crackles with anticipation. Commander Joseph Enright, once marked by failure, now stands at the center of the control room. His eyes scan the men, nervous, eager, hungry for redemption. This was his second chance. A chance to erase doubt and etch his name in steel and fire.
We have one shot. The enemy's faster and heavily escorted, but she's zigzagging. We match her angle, we can get in range.
USS Archerfish submarine wasn't just stalking an enemy carrier. She was stalking a second chance. For Enright and his crew, redemption lay somewhere in the black waters ahead. Every ping of sonar, every creak of steel carried the weight of failure past, and the desperate hope of glory still within reach. The Shinano is flanked by destroyers unaware of the predator beneath. Enright orders a shallow dive. Ballasts hiss. The boat stabilizes at periscope depth.
Match bearing, hold fire. Wait for the perfect shot.
Time ticks. Hours pass. Sweat drips. The Shinano draws closer. Then, at 3:15 a.m., Enright sees the bow fill his periscope.
All tubes ready! Fire 1! Fire 2!
6 torpedoes streak away, white wakes hissing in the dark. The crew holds breath, counting seconds between silence and fate. The Pacific explodes in towering plumes as Japanese aircraft carrier Shinano shudders under 4 brutal strikes. Bulkheads groan, steel twists, and compartments flood instantly. The unsinkable carrier staggers, her vast strength crumbling in moments beneath the ocean's fury.
Torpedoes! Starboard hit! Damage control teams, report immediately!
Inside Shinano, men scramble through unfinished corridors. Bulkheads slam shut, but water pours in faster than they can pump. She had never been fully outfitted. Her watertight doors incomplete, her crew untrained in emergencies. The wounds were mortal. Through the periscope, Enright watches Shinano lose speed, her massive frame bleeding smoke and water. The impossible suddenly becoming reality.
She's listing. We hit her hard.
But they don't linger. He orders USS Archerfish submarine to dive deep and escape. The sea erupts with fury. Sonar pings hammer the Archerfish, each one a hunter's heartbeat. Depth charges rain down, detonations cracking the dark. Bulkheads groan, lights flicker, the crew gripping rails with white knuckles. Every second feels stolen as steel shudders under the relentless assault from the vengeful destroyers above.
She's coming apart, Skipper! Hold her steady! We didn't come this far to die now!
The The sea held its breath as predator and prey danced in silence. Above, a titan bled. Below, a killer ran for its life. At dawn, the mighty Shinano is no fortress, just a dying giant. Her engines cough, pumps choke, compartments flood unchecked. The deck tilts harder with every minute. Panic surges as lifeboats spill into the sea. Thousands leap, clinging to wreckage. The ocean swallows Japan's greatest warship before her guns ever roared. Inside the bridge, Rear Admiral Abe refuses to believe it.
She's unsinkable. This ship is Imperial steel.
But the Pacific shows no mercy. By 10 a.m., Shinano's momentum bleeds away, her vast hull shuddering under mortal wounds. Alarms wail, steel screams under pressure. In one final thunderous groan, the pride of Japan heels hard to starboard, slipping beneath the waves, a titan humbled by silence. Water pours over her flight deck. Hundreds leap overboard. At 10:57 a.m., the largest aircraft carrier in the world disappears beneath the waves. She had barely touched the open sea, less than a single day into her maiden voyage, when fate caught her, and now she was gone. The mighty Shinano, the largest warship ever claimed by a submarine, vanishing into the abyss before she ever truly lived. From afar, Enright surfaces to scan for signs of his attack. There's only empty ocean.
Gone. She's gone.
Back aboard the USS Archerfish, silence grips the cramped steel hull. Every man listens, every heartbeat in rhythm with the sonar pings echoing through the water. Sharp, angry, hunting. The Japanese escorts prowl above, ready to avenge their fallen giant. Enright stays calm, steady. He orders a deep dive. The submarine creaks as it descends, slipping beneath the thermocline, hiding in the cold dark. A ghost, untouchable, waiting. Cheers erupt, muffled and exhausted. They had unleashed 6 deadly torpedoes into the Pacific night, and 4 found their mark. Against all odds, the giant carrier staggered and died. Then, slipping past an angry ring of destroyers without a scratch, the USS Archerfish submarine etched its name into history. Impossible, undeniable victory. Enright guides Archerfish towards safer waters, the tension finally easing with distance. The crew tries to rest, but sleep won't come. Adrenaline still burns in their veins. Victory won, yet danger still stalks beneath the waves. No one aboard Archerfish yet knows the scale of their kill. Enright guesses it was a massive carrier, perhaps aircraft carrier Shokaku class. But the truth, still hidden, waits to shake the world. Shinano's very existence had been cloaked in absolute secrecy, hidden even from much of Japan's own navy. It would take weeks for the truth to surface, that Archerfish had slain a giant never meant to be known. Weeks later, Enright sits in a Navy debriefing room in Pearl Harbor. Intelligence officers pore over Japanese radio intercepts.
You didn't just sink a carrier, Commander. You sank Shinano. Largest ship Japan ever built. Bigger than anything we've got.
Enright stares, stunned.
We sank that?
He shakes his head, not in disbelief, but in awe. Word reaches the crew of USS Archerfish submarines. The massive carrier they sank was Shinano. In that moment, their patrol transforms into legend, etched forever in naval history. No other submarine, not before or after, nor would ever sink a warship of such size. It was an act of war that would echo for generations. A true David versus Goliath struggle, fought not with stones but with steel, torpedoes, and saltwater courage. Enright receives the Navy Cross. USS Archerfish submarine's name is immortalized. Decades pass. The Pacific quiets. The Shinano remains on the ocean floor, broken and secret no more. USS Archerfish submarine is decommissioned, then scrapped. But the legend lives. In museums, her story is told. In naval colleges, her strike is studied. In the hearts of submariners, her spirit endures. They were never meant to meet. One, a silent predator lurking in the depths. The other, a steel behemoth meant to dominate seas. Yet fate collided their paths, and in a single night, myth shattered, reality thundered, and the tides of history shifted forever.